So the Custom Saber Shop doesn't really name their pommels, they number them. And that can be a little confusing, and it can make it a little hard to remember the pommel that you're dealing with because it's not named, it just has a number to it. For example, if you asked me to name all of these pommels right now, I'd have some trouble. So I had to take some notes, and I'm reading this off notes right now actually. This is MPS Pommel Style 2. This is MPS Pommel Style 3 V1, and there is a different V2 version. This is MPS Pommel Style 4 and MPS Pommel Style 6. And finally, this is just Pommel Style 3, not to be confused with MPS Pommel Style 3 V1. Did you catch all that? Anyway, it would be kind of helpful if these pommels had a name attached to it, because how our memory works, it's much easier for people to remember a name of something rather than just a number. Like, this would be a pretty easy one to name. You could call this the conical pommel or the pointed pommel. You could give it a name like that. This could be the rounded pommel. This could be the rough edge pommel. I mean, I'm just making this up, and you could have some similar pommels with, maybe similar sounding names, I don't know, but the point is you could work with that somehow, or you could go kind of Ultra Saber's route, or some of the saber companies, they'll just use some kind of descriptor for it, like this could be the warrior pommel, or this could be the courageous pommel. I don't know, that was a bad one, they should name it that, but you could use other kind of abstract terms for it too. But if this was called the courageous pommel, which it really shouldn't be, I'll emphasize that again, but if it were, I would remember it right away rather than MPS Pommel Style 3 V1. It's a lot harder to remember. But yeah, that's also the case with a variety of other Custom Saber Shop components. They're just numbered rather than named. And I understand why it's that way. So Custom Saber Shop has just this huge inventory, you guys, if you've ever looked at their website. So I'm sure that a lot of these things are just numbered rather than named because of the pure volume of what's out there. But even so, it would be very, very helpful if these had a name attached to them. And they could always be added at the end too, so you don't need to replace these existing numbers. So you could still call this Pommel Style 3, but then just add on your descriptor at the end, like, what did I call it before? Conical pommel, or, I don't know, evil twin pommel, whatever. I'm not coming up with the best names right now, but anyway, that's just kind of my point. It would help me out a lot, and I bet it would help out a lot of you guys too, right, if some of these components were named by the Custom Saber Shop. So that's just kind of my open suggestion to the Custom Saber Shop. It'd be really helpful if you actually named some of your pommels and other pieces.